Hello, everybody, this is Demon here. We are here with another episode of The Remnants of Zert, The Song and the Sword. What is this, chapter 7 or something? I don't know, chapter 7 or 8. Chapter 8, part 3. Our adventurers have made it to the Fire Isles, and now they are down in the dark caverns underneath the volcano, really, searching for the dragon turtle. They've come across some scum and an old sea hag. And as we all stare out the window as the wind tries to kill us all. Roll reflex saving throw, shatter glass. You die.
Oh, dang it. I have plus 0 to my reflex.
You died worse.
Fuck, Phil died. Anyways. You have come across a hallway, or not a hallway, but a corridor, the cave thing that you were walking through. You had previously heard a bloop as the last guy ran past. So Marain, ever the
resourceful,
not selfish, okay, resourceful one, sent Minion up ahead to check out, and something came up through the floor, grabbed a hold of him, and pulled him under. Bloop.
Oh, God.
Wow. Exactly. Wow. First thing was like...
Special sound effects have been brought to you by Matt.
Yeah. You all succeeded on your will saving throws, which has dispelled one of the, let's call it, enchantments that make this look like a normal section of something. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Gouren, Marain, Kilgore.
Hi, honeys.
No more minion.
Yeah.
So, up ahead of you is what appears to be nondescript cave, tunnel thing through this lava rock.
Okay.
Something's fishy.
Something's fishy?
Something's fishy. It's Minion.
Yes.
He's been sleeping with him.
Toss a rock down the corridor.
Okay. You toss it. Figure just skip it across the ground. Minion walked further than where it first hits the ground, but it doesn't hit the ground. It goes right through, and you hear bloop. Not the same type of bloop. This is a rock hitting water bloop. This is not a goblin-sized creature being pulled underwater.
Okay. Ooh, okay. I have nothing that can help.
You sure?
Well, I have distraction, and which only gives an extra to the save for
Yes, but
illusion things.
yeah,
So I could do that.
Illusory stuff.
Okay, well.
In fact, you can all make a will saving throw, I guess. Now that you realize that it ain't real.
Okay.
Start blinking.
20. I start performing with my distraction.
Yeah, that one up. Yeah.
Okay.
And they can use.
And they can do what?
Well, they could use my performance check, and if they get bad, they can use that.
What's your roll?
20.
Yeah, they're doing much better than.
What's your will saving throw?
Okay, it is 18.
Okay. You all shake it off and realize that this is not a tunnel. This is a large pool of water. And way over there's the tunnel.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, good.
Are you okay?
Brilliant. So,
That's what I learned in high school.
yeah, to get to the other side.
Okay.
Is there any wood?
There appears to be no wood.
Okay.
Is it a bigger cave, like how ceiling wise?
Yeah. It is probably a good 30-foot ceiling. This is like a large cavern with a great big deep pool of water here.
So you guys
See,
might
can you
be-
use your light spell and throw like a stone down there to see if it illuminates anything?
Sure.
Say that again?
I take a stone, light, and I toss it.
See if you can illuminate the pool.
Illuminate the pool. Okay. The water splashes in there, or stone splashes in there. You see the faint light go dim. This seems to be very murky.
Mercury?
Murky.
Okay.
Almost abnormally murky.
I think it's their poop hole.
We should have a wizard or something cast lightning, like just shock everything.
Nope, can't do that. Oh, right, I can do that. You're good. He's good. Damn, you're good. Okay. How far down is the pool?
Well, it goes and then like there's a pool of water. You don't know how deep it is.
Oh, okay. Oh, I suppose shocking grass probably wouldn't do anything. Really.
You can try it. See what happens.
I don't want to waste a charge on it. Fine. I got an idea. Take out my little wand and I whack at the water.
Okay. Little sparks as it goes through and discharges electricity into this water. And what comes out of this water are 4 tentacles.
Sorry? You're brilliant. What did you do?
Well, the other option was somebody steps into it and then they get pulled under and then there's 4 tentacles.
Okay, so I forgot to ask for the shocking grasp. What level is it?
It's a level 1 spell.
Just a one, because it does 1d6 per whatever level.
Yeah, it's just level 1.
Okay.
You know, Stacy did that the other night.
I do
You
5
earlier, man. And I
damage.
first got here, you're all like, I'm tired.
To hit the water.
Okay.
You electrified the water, you didn't actually electrify
I
the
did
creature.
a little bit last
I
night.
know how many ladies you probably had over.
Okay.
So-
Probably more than, no, less than you did.
Because this always works this way, it's Kilgore's turn. He does have tridents that you could throw.
So I would have to wait a turn in order for him to throw, or
Or can it be
Can
used
you
as
use-
a
No,
sword?
you can hand him that thing if you want.
okay.
Can you use tridents?
He can throw stuff, so I'm just going to say yes on this one.
Okay.
He can catch stuff out of the air and throw it back, so I'm assuming he can throw it.
That's true.
He's like, you can't wield that. You're like, how do I brush your hair with it?
The pointy end.
Yeah.
Okay. You throw a trident?
Sure.
Okay. It is going to be this plus your dex mod, which is 4. So you get a plus 8 for throwing it. 16?
Yeah.
Okay. It goes bloop into the water. Marain!
Yes.
Oh, shit.
What?
I was looking at the wrong things.
We never rolled for initiatives. Huh?
Yes, we did. We did later.
Oh.
It was Gouren's turn first. You can throw him a thing if you wanted, and then you could throw one.
I'll attempt to throw one. How
Okay.
do I do that?
You can use your dex or your strength mod, can't you? For these? Actually, maybe you can't
Well,
use yours.
it's the... If you're throwing it, then use your dex and your strength, because it's a thrown weapon.
Okay.
So, +6.
If it's just...
It still wouldn't have hit it. So, sure, do 6 plus your 6. 12.
So I get a +12.
Plus 12 is worth it. Maybe.
Maybe. Now watch. Roll 1. 9. Plus, that's 21.
That will hit. Which one do you want to hit?
Probably the closest one to us. Probably the green one.
Alright, you hit green. Damage was 1d8.
Yeah. So I gotta roll 1d8.
1d8 plus strength.
8. 8 damage.
8 damage. I'm going to write it down.
On the paper. Or you could be like Micah Sheridan, like, what's that for? It's all over his hands and wrists. Like,
Now it's Marain's turn.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's the creature's turn. So, who's green?
that would be me.
He's going to attack green.
You always have to pick on the fighter.
Well, it's just closest. If it wasn't you, I was still going to attack green.
Scissors green.
Oh. Oh, is this... Everybody gets to do this?
What's that?
4 tentacles. That's 4 hits, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, this 15 hit your AC?
Nope. That does though.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah. 27 hit your AC?
Yes, it does.
This is 1d6. 6 damage.
Jeez. He's gonna try to kill me here, I know it. You guys are gonna watch me die.
DC... Or 42 saving throw.
20.
You shake off something creepy. Alright, who's yellow?
That's me.
20 hit your AC?
Yes.
42 saving throw. Plus 10 damage.
Oh, man, my fortitude is just rolling awful.
10
11.
damage.
10 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Reduced by 4. And your constitution goes down by 4.
Oh my god.
Sound like you're drinking my bath.
I don't need to go ahead and drink it, but keep it bomb.
Over 1d4 rounds. 2 rounds.
Oh man, you okay?
9, 8.
He's drunk, that's what he is.
-2. Ick. And then my hit points go down because of that too. I think. So,
I'm not going to worry too much about that.
okay.
I still got to make one more attack. Figure these are closer to the edge now, so you don't have to. You can reach them now. 18 hit your AC?
Nope.
Congratulations. You do not get the same fate that befalls Marain shortly. Gouren, it is your turn. Everything is within range.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the green one again.
Okay, attack green.
So that is 18.
Miss.
Really?
Yep. But you still get to roll your extra
Oh,
attack.
that's right.
Mr. Fighter.
That is 26.
That hits.
That is 20 damage.
Yay, Mr. Fighter.
Did I kill it yet?
No.
Oh, come on, guy.
Kilgore.
Hey.
You could do your Fury of Blows and hit it 3 times.
It's him, isn't it?
No, it is Gouren, Kilgore, the creature's tentacles, and then Marain. Marain's last.
I don't think you went, did you?
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
You should go.
+2 hit and damage.
Okay. That means that you actually hit on your other attack, so you should roll damage again.
That is 22.
Plus my 2?
Yes, I added.
Nice.
Because that's 8 plus 12 plus his 2, that's 22.
8 plus 9?
Oh, wait, that's my first hit.
No, that's 2 hits. This is damage.
Oh.
So it's 8 plus 9.
Sorry, 17. I had my
19, yeah.
Is
Plus
it?
that 2.
Yeah, +2 is 19.
Oh, I didn't add the 2.
Okay.
You guys are throwing numbers at me here.
Well, this thing's bloodied.
Yeah, go fight her.
So that technically is one round for Marain.
Come on, Caesar.
Marain's starting to look very pale. Gouren went Kilgore.
Question. As far as like heal, that's just minor stuff, right? That wouldn't help her.
Probably not.
Okay.
I would do some attacking before this thing does
What
worse
about-
damage.
What about
They,
the
do they
disease
all
thing?
get to attack? All the tentacles get to attack?
All the tentacles get to attack at once.
Yeah, so I've been
Okay.
whittling down the green ones. If you want to attack the green one.
Oh, yeah, I'll attack the green one.
Okay, you can attack the green one.
So I'll just do 18.
What's mine?
Miss. Oh, wait, plus 2?
+2.
That hits.
And then it's what,
What's your damage?
You got to roll for damage.
D8 plus 2.
7.
7 damage.
Alright, using Fury Blows.
Is
No, it's
0 for strength?
Okay.
Huh?
Is it 0 strength?
Oh, he's got 2 strength.
Oh, so
Okay, because it's
16.
your...
yeah, you get another plus 2. Okay.
Because you add your strength damage with your punching and whatnot. You add your strength damage to it. So it's 5 plus your 2 plus my 2.
Okay.
Sometimes when I see you doing that, I feel like I'm at a tax place. They're like, how much do you owe us? It's like, no.
I know.
It's the other way around. I paid in. Come on now.
No. This is terrible.
Why?
Because you're supposed to all be dead yet. Okay. It is the creature's turn. Gouren.
Oh boy.
19 versus AC.
That is a hit.
Okay. This does how much damage? D6. Oh. 6 damage. Fortitude saving throw.
That is a 14. Plus 2? No.
No.
Oh, that's not it.
3 rounds. Something very creepy comes over you. Gouren. 26 versus AC.
Obviously.
That's 10 damage.
He's
Who's yellow?
picking on me.
That's me.
Yeah.
Critical fail.
Critical fail. And purple guy. 26 versus AC. That is 9 damage. Fortitude saving throw. Hmm.
18.
That fails, but aren't you immune to supernatural diseases?
Yes.
Never mind. So sad. It is Marain's turn.
You're not forgotten this time.
Yeah. Okay, so how much hit points have you lost?
I have maximum 55. I'm at 27. So I'm about half.
Okay. I'm going to step behind him and cure moderate wounds.
Okay.
Or are we just trying to... 2D...
What?
Let him finish his turn.
Okay. 2d8 plus... 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18.
Would you like to move him around?
Yeah, I'm moving around. 18, he says, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's for healing ground. That's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. If you look at your hands, you can kind of see the muscles behind your skin.
Okay.
And you're starting to feel really dry and crackly.
Oh, lovely.
So,
Cure disease potion.
Gouren.
My turn. I'll attack the green.
Okay.
So that is 21.
That's going to hit.
That is 21. Right? That's
Six,
12 plus
12.
9. Yeah, that's 21.
18. 21.
You're not playing your thing anymore, so.
No.
Okay. You hit this thing's tentacle again, and it rears its ugly head. Which, by the way, is really big and has 3 eyes that are vertical. You want to describe how you kill this thing?
Do I? Yeah, sure. I slice it, I dice it, and I turn it into julienne fries.
Okay.
No, I'll be more serious.
You have primordial julienne fries.
There you go. I basically slice it up with quick, fast blows.
That said, your skin's turning very transparent, and you're starting to see the muscles on the other side.
So can we?
Now that you're out of combat,
Can we use the?
you feel
potions?
really dried out.
Okay. Can I assume that it's some type of disease or poison? We should probably use our cure.
Yeah.
Okay. I drink my cure disease.
Same here.
Okay. So you might want to sit back and rest and relax for a little while, as you two are not feeling so good.
No.
But it does seem to be helping.
Oh, that's good.
So, that is the end of this combat. You have slain the aboleth.
Yeah.
He never dragged you underwater, which is sad.
So, as a quick question, I have the spell grease.
Mm-hmm.
Could I light the grease on fire?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
That'd be a different action. But then again, prestidigitation would be something, right? You just spark.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering about. That is.
Yeah.
So
Is that your truck?
Oh, I even do have this stuff. I was going to make one of you into a tentacle and have you attack each other.
no.
Shit. Oh well.
Okay.
Sadness.
Can we loot the aboleth?
You can loot the aboleth. Why don't you roll me a nature check?
Okay.
I don't have nature. Can I do a survival check?
Sure. You do a survival check.
Nature check.
So that is a 21.
Okay.
You can give me nature, history,
Well,
lower.
I'm just trying to think
Whatever.
of how important this is because I can always take a 20.
Ooh.
I
I
can
got a
also just
21.
take 10, which would give me 20 total.
Okay.
So is this just to see what we can loot off of
This
it?
is really just to see what you can loot off this thing.
I got 21.
You kind of got what it is from a previous history check.
Okay.
So
All right. I guess I can take 10 then.
okay, take your time.
20.
That's 20.
Yeah.
Okay. The mucus that excretes from this thing, which is everywhere, it's kind of a slimy substance. Mucus, 5 foot around the aboleth, loses the ability to breathe air, but be able to breathe water for 3 hours. That is something that you could gather a lot of and probably sell for a lot of water breathing potions.
Sure.
Beyond that, you don't really know too many uses for this thing, other than this is like a really ancient, primordial, beastie thing. And it's surprising that you killed it. It's probably been sitting here for a long time in this little pool of water. Poor ancient evil creature.
Yeah.
And I had to slice it up like it was calamari.
You should eat it, see what happens.
No.
Brains eats it.
Okay.
Cut her in fries.
You can't breathe air.
Oh. Oh, crap. Well, I go underwater.
Okay. Well, for 3 hours you have to breathe underwater.
Oh, gosh. Sorry, guys.
Congratulations. So health-wise, this is where you would sit and you would heal up. You can roll heal checks.
Heal checks.
Don't even worry about it. So you are going to, once you stop having to breathe underwater,
Yeah.
and you're no longer turning transparent and dried out and kind of sea hag-like, you may now cross this watery hole and get to the other side.
Okay.
Whereas you can continue on your journey to find a very large cavern. Stealth checks.
Well, when we rested, did we gain all our health back? Or
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
So, yes.
okay.
well, I was just curious because I was the one that took the most damage there.
Yeah.
While I was swimming around, did I find anything in the pool?
What's that?
So while I was swimming around, did I find anything in the pool besides Minion's crushed body?
It's really deep. You don't even see the light from your spell.
I cast light. Okay, never mind.
And you don't find any inside body.
Okay.
Okay, what are we doing now?
You're rolling stealth throws.
I'm good at that.
I'm terrible at that. Not now, though. 25.
24.
Okay.
They're doing better.
I know, I don't understand it. And this is really bad because now you're all going to roll me
Well, I still get a 20.
20. Okay. Roll me initiatives. And who thinks they have the highest? Kilgore.
15.
It's me. I got a 2.
21.
5.
I'm second, as usual.
Okay. Do.
This is where we all die.
This is where somebody is not going to be happy.
Me.
So my notes tell me to make this skill check. Super hard.
Okay.
Being as you completely failed the last one, apparently I didn't know what super hard meant. There is no super hard. Hard. Okay.
Here's that one right there.
I'm going to let you decide. I mean, my plan is to do it hard.
Okay.
I will make it difficult for you. Just because I no longer have the will to chop Gouren into pieces. You're lucky.
What?
Well, when I first started this game, I couldn't wait till you got to this point because I was going to chop you into pieces.
You're gonna kill me off.
I was going to Well, I wasn't going to kill you off. I was just going to burn your life. So,
Okay, I'm done playing.
I'm just going to make this difficult. One, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 each. 1, 2, 3.
Me.
Everybody roll me a d20.
I'm useless.
Yeah. Horrible all around.
I really am helping you guys out.
I'm sure.
That's not
So-
going to help it, though.
You enter, or you sneak up into it as a very large cavern. Over there is a large pool of water, which you can only assume goes further down. Over there is a destroyed ship. Over there is another destroyed ship. Over there is a couple bodies with like little amulet things that allow you to breathe. You should take those. And over there is a great big ship-sized turtle. Let me grab you a picture. Oogie doogie. So, everybody knows what a snapping turtle looks like, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking something along that. A little bit more spikier and more sea turtle-like fins as opposed to like the webbed feet things. So this thing does appear to be sleeping. And anyone rolling me a history check, nature, or
I got survival, that's all I have.
That'd be 10, 20.
20?
Yeah.
All I know is Dungeoneering and...
Pictures show dragon turtles to be bigger.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll never get to use Dungeoneering.
You were just in a dungeon.
You're always like Arcana,
I know.
nature, local.
But, so, here we go. There's a giant dragon turtle. Your goal is to kill this thing and not die. Kilgore, you get to go first. It appears to be sleeping. This is a very large cavern. It's going to take you a while to get there.
Throw out ideas and see if the GM will...
Well,
So it's
Yeah.
still in the it's still in the water,
no, it's
sleeping on land.
sleeping on a land thing. It's decorated its cavern with sunken ships, torn apart sunken ships.
Is there cannons on the sunken ships?
There are no cannons.
Spoil sport.
Sorry, there might be a ballista.
Okay.
You can find a ballista.
Oh no. We could have used Minion for that.
That's your own fault.
I know it is.
You can always use a stealth check to get up close without being noticed.
I'm
It doesn't
terrible
be
at stealth.
sleeping. It's
And-
Kilgore's turn.
I know.
Should we just stealth up there?
Is this the challenge right now? So
Yep, you are in the skills challenge.
You're gonna sneak up.
I give you everything I can to help you out here.
Okay.
Sneak up there.
If you fail, do not yell at me.
Yeah. Well, okay, I suppose we gotta try and... we're being sneaky. Because I have the Inspired Competence, which gives them a +2 to skill checks.
Okay.
But you can't use it to be sneaky.
No. You would have to do that afterwards.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Well, I don't want to get you guys mad.
That's okay. They completely failed last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good with anything.
And you're actually fairly safe as far as the maiming.
23.
23.
That is a success. You can stealth up to it. You can guide them up to its whatever you want to do with your successful stealth check.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just
Guide us
guide
up.
them up to it.
He's still sleeping.
Okay.
It is Gouren's turn, because Marain rolled horribly.
Yeah, she did.
Because I'm used to him like being like 25, 40.
Almost thinking to use my. Well, no, that's use my climb to climb up its back, and then like try to stab in the back of its neck in my next turn.
You can do that.
What do you think?
So our skill challenge is just to kill it, then, right?
Your skill challenge is to kill it and survive.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, whatever. I mean,
All right.
if you think you can find a soft spot on its shell.
Well, no. Like its neck sticks
Oh,
out.
its neck. Sure.
I'm gonna try to go for its back of its where its spine is.
Sure.
Hopefully.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna try to climb, which I'm not gonna make it. That is a 23.
Okay. Gouren runs up the shell, just one bound onto the shell, then like pull yourself up the rest of the thing. This thing opens its eyes and lifts up its head as you climb up its shell. Marain.
Okay. I'm going to use.
Is that a success then?
That was a success. Sorry.
I'm going to use
I gave you so many extra stuff last time, and now you're just screwing me up.
No. That was pure luck.
Okay. Well, I need to get to one of the ballista.
Okay.
And while I'm going up to the ballistas, I want to use a knowledge nature check to look for the weakest spot on it to use the ballista on.
Okay.
If there's ballistas there. So,
Well, you basically help to build the world.
yeah, 26.
26 does succeed. You can easily tell that any spots where the body connects to the shell is the weakest.
Okay.
A little hard to get to, but that's how it is.
Okay.
You don't want to hit it like directly in the head because that's hard skull area.
Yep.
To get beak things and whatnot. So where it connects, that
Okay.
connective tissue.
You guys
It is Kilgore's turn.
succeed.
Marain
These?
is running up onto a ship to get a ballista. Gouren is on top of this creature. This creature rears its head, and of course you're like the only one that's out in the open right now. So it looks directly at you.
Punch it in the nose like it's a shark. Punch it in the nose like, oh.
Just succeed your guys' rolls, and this last one is given.
Do the stun punch.
I could, and maybe draw its attention off of whatever you're gonna do. Maybe.
And then stab it in the neck.
What's your plus to hits? Okay, so that's... I'll let you use an attack for that.
To distract him?
Oh, yeah, well, you can use a skill, but I guess you
For
have to
me?
use an attack for...
All the base attack bonus?
Yeah, I'm just looking at this.
Okay.
Not exactly a good thing to do. So probably should try to use a skill.
Yeah, well, I had a skill.
I'm just looking at your list because it's closer to me. And well,
Alright, the Great Caesar. I mean, you conquered most of,
No.
Europe.
Yeah.
Do you have acrobatics?
I do. Well, I just
You got
have
also the
+6.
escape artist as well. You could probably try to move in a way that it won't suspect so it doesn't snap at you.
you actually have a +4 for your acrobatics and a +6 on any jump abilities.
That's right.
So, nice.
So
So I can maybe.
acrobatics is just +4 unless you're gonna jump. Then it's a
Yeah, jump
4
out of
plus
its
6.
way.
You do that.
This way. Be this one before, right? Still. That's
Yeah.
this one.
That's specific to jumping.
Yeah. So just jump out of its way is.
Okay, you can roll.
18.
You got your +6 for jumping.
20. 24, did you say?
Well, what do you
Well,
have?
6 + 4 is 10,
Oh,
so
14.
whatever plus
14 plus
24.
6.
24, right?
That's going to succeed. Alright, so this thing extends its head out towards you and tries to clamp down on you, but you manage to jump out of the way just in time. It gets a good mouthful of some rocks and some wood from some old sunken ship. Gouren, you're on top of a giant turtle.
Alright, well, I'm going to use my perception skill to see where the spinal soft tissue would be in the back of its neck for an opening if there's stab.
Okay.
And I get a 11.
Alright, so this thing is starting to move. So
I fall.
now you're actually just focusing on hanging on.
I have to do a saving throw there.
No, you just failed your...
Right.
Okay.
Marain!
All right.
You know where to shoot it. You know that... Here's a ballista.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about ballistas?
I haven't taken knowledge engineering, but once a day I can take a 20 on any knowledge skill
You can take a 20 on any knowledge skill.
that whether I have it or not. I can take 10 on ones I have, but once a day I can take it on any knowledge skill.
You're making me regret not making it hard.
So, if you guys want, I could hold my action, or could I hold my action till one of them get it, and then just it's a automatic kill with me.
Well,
I suppose either way. Anyway,
you might roll your engineering to see how it works.
oh, the ballista.
Yeah, like how to aim it or something.
Okay.
Because you're not strong enough to just move it around. But there might be cranks or something.
See, I had engineering. I should have helped you.
Okay.
Oh, you want to be a climber.
So
You can end with it fires off or something. It doesn't have to be a skill that allows you to activate it.
Okay.
But you might want to use a skill to line it up so that it works in the end.
Okay. Then that's what I'll do.
Okay, so what is that?
That'd be taking 20, 25.
Now, Caesar, you gotta get this next
Go,
one.
Caesar, go!
Okay, so you do figure out, hey, this needs to be aimed, here's some cranks and stuff. You can get it, and you can start cranking it to get it pulled back and loaded and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, Marain's over there trying to get this thing ready to fire. Gouren's on this thing, holding on and trying to stab it with a sword, but having a hard time.
Well, at the very least, I'm distracting it in a small way.
Yeah.
Kilgore, what are you going to do?
I could probably help you maybe there.
I was hoping I was going to be the last one that I could just nat 20 or auto 20.
I mean, you can use acrobatics.
Yeah, he used acrobatics last time.
Well, yeah, but nobody used it before him.
He used it last time.
Oh.
I thought he used
You can-
jump.
That's acrobatics.
Oh,
Jump is a specific thing that you can add to his
okay.
acrobatics.
We still just drink
Intimidate or
Well, you don't have to avoid. You can stealth and try to.
and it's pretty much just any skill you think would be.
Okay.
Oh yes, he's going to be distracted by me disappearing all of a sudden. Like, where the hell are you?
There you go.
Or
Work on that.
you know.
I can stealth like behind all the rubble and all that stuff that gets torn
Yeah.
apart in there.
You can do that?
18.
Oh.
Okay.
You're not relying on me, are you guys?
Yes.
You move, you try to hide behind something. It clearly not tricked. It grabs the let's say you jump behind a boat, and it grabs the boat, its huge jaws clamp down, and flings it over there. Gouren is having a hell of a time hanging on. This thing's up and moving, which is causing you to like really work the controls to get this thing going. Gouren!
I don't.
That's now or never, man.
Alright, well, I can only use my second, because I can't use perception again. I can use climb to climb down to the spot and stab it.
I feel like you're right there.
Well, I mean, there's nothing else.
There's nothing you can
Nothing that,
say, hey, I'd do something to jab it through its...
like, I would say use survival, but that wouldn't do nothing. Be like, I remember killing turtles, snapping turtles out in the wild.
Yeah, that didn't work. It's just a little bigger.
Well, yeah, but you can know where its weak points are.
Yeah, it's that spot that you're having a hard time getting to.
Anything else, I'm going to probably fail.
I do realize I want you to fail.
So?
Help him out, Ben.
Yeah,
Well, there's really nothing that.
The problem with this is, like in 4th edition they have athletics, which would be like used for making an attack.
Yeah. Well, and you already used climb, right? Or could
Well,
he
he didn't
climb
use it
again?
last time. I mean, he can use... I mean, if you want to use climb again to get back into your position, to jab, okay. It's really the only thing you got.
Well, I could use acrobatics, even though it has very...
Use your climb.
Yeah.
Alright.
The stalwart.
If you miss this, somebody's losing a limb.
It's probably me.
It is probably you.
Nah, I'm not going to do it.
Ooh.
Well, then don't use acrobatics.
I'm not going to use acrobatics. I'll
Okay,
use climb.
I'm saying use climb.
That is 18. That is a failure.
Okay, so this is where I'm going to be nice. I'm going to put the one I took away back. Just because I did take that back.
Did we establish what the DC was?
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. Anyway, he's climbing on this thing's back. He's trying to get this thing stabbed in the back of the neck. This turtle puts its head back up to grab Gouren.
Okay.
It is Marain's turn.
Okay.
Don't fuck this up.
Yeah, right.
You can lose Gouren.
You just want to kill my character.
Well, it was planned from the very beginning. Something horrible happening at this point.
Okay, so I could use Knowledge Arcana. And...
I'll remember this next game that your character on DMing.
Yeah.
Ceiling falls down and kills him. What? Yeah, guys, continue on.
It doesn't work. It's myself. Remember, I jumped up a tree and just went... That one!
Okay, so how am I going to fire the ballista?
Tell me how you're going to fire the ballista.
Perception?
Well, I'm thinking just trying to get some way to distract this stupid thing.
Well, it's giving you an open shot.
Oh, it's giving me an open shot?
You get an open
What's
shot.
your
You get this
perception?
great
Okay.
big neck right
All right,
there.
I can use Knowledge Arcana to make myself use Alter Self to make myself bigger so I can fire off the ballista.
You try to squeeze the thing. It's stuck. You can't get it. You're too small. So alter to yourself.
Alter Self. I'm now something tall. Work.
And you fail.
Dang. I don't suppose you'd let me use Inspire Competence, which would be 19.
So, in the
Yeah.
original game, how I had this originally planned is you two would be trying to take on this dragon turtle. And when you failed, it was going to get Marain, and I was going to give Gouren the option of sacrificing part of Marain or sacrificing part of himself.
Okay.
What do you think Gouren would have done?
Sacrifice part of himself.
So please don't hate me. This thing pulls his neck on and grabs hold of Gowron's left arm. You do manage to fire the ballista. This thing's got its head reared back. The ballista goes right through its throat and into its thing. Okay. So you have killed a dragon turtle.
Wow. Okay. And I scream out, Gouren!
I was thinking he's got the heal ability. He can stabilize my arm
You can stabilize your arm.
I have to cure.
and sew it back on.
Okay.
You're a Game of Thrones fan, right?
Not really.
Oh, you don't know Jaime Lannister gets his hand cut off?
No.
Okay, well, you only lost your left one.
Yeah. That means I can't use a two-handed sword anymore.
For now. My goal is to break a character, either one of you.
What about him?
He just showed up today.
This was planned from the beginning.
Yes, it was. Before you started, I planned to do it. And I'm not going to ease up on JJ and Aaron for this, but then again, it's Aaron I think is going to get killed because JJ's sacrificed himself for help the other people. So, what do you do about his hand? His stub.
Okay, so... Can we get it out of the turtle's head?
Sure.
Okay,
You got to cut off the head anyway.
yeah. I run over there as a big half-orc.
Okay.
I am no longer a -9 to strength.
Okay, a great big half-orc,
Female, please.
female half-orc,
Yep.
comes bounding up to you.
I scream.
Gouren, stop screaming! You're not helping anything. And I try and get the hand out.
Okay, you get the hand out.
You have no hand.
If I can get a chainsaw on that hand.
Interesting.
Okay. And I attempt to cure serious wounds with his hand right next to his body.
Okay.
So at least he doesn't bleed out and die, at the very least.
All right. So it's not going to mend the hand.
Didn't think so.
That was the cost of failing. I believe it says in here somebody loses a limb.
Okay.
Skill challenge. If fail, somebody loses a hand.
Okay.
And it just happened that Gouren was there. Originally, I wanted it to be Marain, and then maybe Gouren was sacrificed.
Yeah.
To some. So I'm sad you don't get the heroicness of it, but
That's fine.
well, no, I wanted to make his character very heroic while
right.
destroying him.
Yes.
Yeah, I won't see it, but it'll stop bleeding.
Okay.
So
Okay, here, let me ask you this outside of the game thing here. No, it's like you don't have to pause unless
Well-
prosthetics that may not give you the 100% back, but they may give you a little bit. Because like engineering, like think about it. If you ever watched Army of Darkness, he
Yeah.
engineered something that could act.
yes, he did do that. This is a good question. As far as you're concerned, somebody loses a limb, they've lost a limb. And that's just it. But then again, you're from Cert. You're from a backwoods, middle of nowhere place. And you're in a world full of fire sorcerers right now. So, your guess at this point.
So I could spend part of the later chapters here probably looking for a book, maybe, that has people trying to make prosthetics.
Maybe.
Oh, come on now.
Yes, we'll see this. I wanted to build you up, tear you down, and rebuild you.
Rebuild.
Make them stronger.
He's making a good
Better,
story.
faster.
Yes.
Well, yeah, you're not missing a limb, though. You're over there, like, perfectly peachy keen.
I want to finish this up in the next 30 minutes, though.
Okay.
I think it'll be fine because I do have to cut out a lot of pauses.
All right. So we need to. Well, since you're not bleeding out anymore, I guess. Use prestidigitation and preserve his hand.
Okay. You have one preserved hand. Kind of weird. How long does your orcness last?
Just a few minutes.
Okay.
It's like 1 minute a
By
level.
now you're no longer.
Okay.
Even though I might be in pain, I help cut off the head with
Okay.
my bastard sword because I can use it one-handed.
Okay. And then we need to
What
loot
is it?
everything that we can.
What does that reduce my attack to?
We'll worry about it later when it matters.
Okay.
You cut off the head, you put it in this bag. It's a shell, but it goes in. Very weird. Like I said, the bag is very shallow, but this is a bag of base. This is essentially a bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
And you shove it in there, and it's not a heavy head anymore. It's only a 1 pound bag.
Okay.
Yeah, you can carry it this time.
Yeah. You carry a whole dragon turtle head.
I'm missing a hand.
And a hand.
There you go.
He's going to torment you.
Gonna slap me with it.
Need a hand?
Terrible.
You be quiet, Mr. Monk.
Anything you want to do in this area with the sunken ships and dragon turtles and stuff before you head surface?
Search everything and look for more of those bags that, they said, oh yeah, there's other bags that came through here.
Okay.
And other bodies of loot and whatnot. So
Yeah,
essentially
as much as we can carry back.
Hey,
Well, we got that bag of holding.
well, we have the other bags of holding too, so...
Okay, you find 3 medallions and 3
I'm sure
bags
no.
of holding. Sadly, you weren't supposed to get that many. And
Dragon treasure.
50 platinum. Hidden in, like, the ships and shit. And just kind of scattered around.
Okay.
It's not actually platinum, but it's 50 platinum worth of stuff.
Okay.
You head up top side.
Okay.
So, you get the Fire Isles. You get transported with the fish people. The fish people take back the medallion things. You head in. Somebody leads you the thing. They take a look at his hand. You did a very good job sealing it up, so they don't feel necessary to cauterize it. These are the Fire Isles. They cauterize everything. So, you're in the Fire Isles. You don't know where Ryu is. Do you go looking for her?
Oh, look at me, I'm missing a hand. That's my go-to now.
I suppose I can cast tongues and ask someone...
Or I got that book too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
So we can...
He can try to thumb through.
While you cast the spell, and we'll try to look for
You put the book on his head and you're just like, stand still.
Okay. They say, she's at the execution.
At the execution of who?
You don't remember his name.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, honey.
So, you can head towards where pretty much everybody else is heading. Anyway, you find a crowd of people. And this is kind of like an amphitheater type thing, sorta, where there's like a stage type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there are several people, and they're up on the thing, and these guys have this one guy stripped down to a loincloth, whatnot. He's got a bag over his head, and they're holding him pretty tightly. You see Rio. You hear a lot of that. Kill him, make him suffer. A lot of people calling for disembowelment.
Okay.
Suddenly, I don't feel so bad.
So, I did not write this down like I was going to, damn it. So I'm going to try to remember this off the top of my head. So, they pull this guy forward, they take the bag off his head. You see Ryu. She has a piece of paper. She's standing there very tall and stern, pulls out the paper, and Seraph Giaclea. You guys get this in Draconic, right?
They do. I have tongues.
Okay.
But
You hear like things.
As
You
he's
get-
reading, help me to hold the book.
Okay.
Speak slower.
You stand accused of rape of one of the master's children. Or, not children, one of the master's serpents. Rape of fourth generation child carries sentence of disembowelment. The victim, after consultation with our master, has decided to show upon mercy upon you, and you will simply be beheaded. All of your possessions will go to the dishonored victim, and have you any last words? And he basically screams out, "She deserved it," something. And they push him against the block. There's a burst of fire and flames as this guy struggles to get away. These fire people seem unfazed by this person trying to use fire to get away. Just completely ignore being engulfed in flames. Ryu is handed a very large black sword and cuts off his head, much to the cheering of the crowd. The sword is handed off to this squire person who wipes it clean of blood, and other people come and gather the body and whatnot. And then things start dispersing.
Okay. We up there. We have returned, mostly.
Okay, well, she seems very excited to see you. She says, "May I see the head?"
Ta-da!
Okay, so
Then Marain says, ta-da!
Ryu is not a smiley person. She tends to be very stern and whatnot, and you see her smile and like very much ease up. She says, "Master will be greatly pleased. Come, let's go to Akrash now."
Okay.
Fortitude saving throws.
Man, what is up with your fortitude saving throws?
What happened with the little grey guy? What happened to your hand?
Got bit off.
A small price to pay.
14.
Finally, 22.
Something, she's just... I think it's because she's got Gouren's hand that she's just all happy. So the battle-weary people, humanoids, half human, half orc, and human, are kind of exhausted by the time they get up there, and you're just like dancing, as you usually do. And she leads you to the same corridor in the same place, and there are other girls there that are doing very lewd Harlem type stuff. And she dismisses them, and they go into the back. And out comes not a dragon, but a very large man. Dressed in essentially what you might think of a pharaoh's type thing. Yeah, kind of goes off to one side, whatnot. His skin has reddish coloration. There is some scaliness to him. And she, again, gets down in the Japanese bowing position, master, and then she presents him with this head. I can't remember the voice I used for him. Something along the lines of, his eyes kind of flick up to you, 3. And he says, reward them well. And his voice has not changed.
Okay.
Body's changed. Voice has not changed. And he just walks away. Thank you. So,
she has no fear at all.
This large, imposing male figure looks like the people on the relief.
Okay.
So, this is obviously the same thing. I presume you would know that dragons have the ability to polymorph?
Yes.
Yes. So, I think you can deduce that all these sorcerers here are of the red dragon variety.
Okay.
Anyway, we will lead you back to town. It's a lot of walking involved in it. Yeah. Back to the breach. Sets you up in the inn. Would like to know if you would like equipment or just gold.
Hey. What kind of equipment do you talk about? Or talking about?
I will set you up with the best that can possibly be got. And says, you may stay here. You have free reign of city. Somebody will be with you shortly. You will be accepted as honorary citizens of the Fire Isles. This will require a branding. You will get to decide what size and where the brand is. And you may choose not to have the brand, but then you may never return to the Fire Isles. Also, and she points to Marain and then to Kilgore, you may not breed with anyone here, and you may not take anyone to the Fire Isles with you.
Okay.
She bows and walks out, and you are treated to foods. Okay, we still got plenty of time. So, how are you feeling, Gouren?
Not the best. Probably, even though the bleeding has stopped and everything, probably mild pain. Frustrated, sad.
You can't play flutes anymore.
Nope.
Marain knows she'll get you an ocarina.
There you go.
Yep. But you can
you-
play with one hand. Do 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 do.
I have a 12-hole ocarina. You cannot play with one hand.
I just won't have 12 holes.
I had a 4-hole ocarina. You cannot play with just one hand.
She'll get me because you.
Well,
Okay.
technically your perform is wind instrument, not just flute.
Yeah.
So
Well, I could have one of those flutes where you just have different reeds where you can just.
look at you,
Right.
Jew harp.
Ding, 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 ding.
So, you are treated to delicious foods. Word seems to be spreading. There's a lot of people looking in at you. Not as in, ooh, look at that weird thing and that other weird thing. But as in, ooh, those are the people that slay the dragons for a turtle. type deals. A woman comes in and approaches your table. 5'6", female, short black hair, sun-soaked skin with a North Asian appearance. So would be white if it weren't for all the sun, and Asian looking. She wears what essentially is a white tabard. A tabard is just like a sheet that goes over your armor. It's flared at the shoulders, which is kind of a common fashion thing in the Fire Isles. It's sewed along one side about from the hip bone down to about thigh area. And on the other side there's like claws that hold it together, so that can be opened and taken off. It is a very revealing garment. It's basically a sheet that is yay wide. So her legs pop out of this, no problem, and you can see the side of her breast and whatnot. She approaches you and says, "Are you enjoying your meals?"
It's delicious.
I've been appointed to take you to your branding, if you wish, and then to the lava forge for measurements for armors and arms. So, if you would follow me, I would greatly appreciate it.
Why are you laughing?
Sorry, just they're gonna measure for arms.
He has an arm. He just doesn't have a hand.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Will you follow me?
Yeah.
She's going to take you to the city, to the branding area. So, there's a large set of different size brands of the Fire Isles.
Mm-hmm.
To be part of the citizenry of the Fire Isles, you get to choose what size and where you want it.
Okay.
And you may choose not to do such.
So,
And there is a lot of girls following you at this point.
Just him.
No. There's a lot that are laughing at him because he's small. They find you very interesting.
Character about one hand.
I'll take the brand on my bad arm up on the bicep. It's going to be probably.
Okay. It is searing hot. And it sears into your flesh, and it's pretty painful.
I got those bracers though, right? It takes away a little bit of the pain. Those-
Yeah, but they have to push it in there extra hard to get past the damage resistance.
I scream, I yell, and like look at her with tears in my eyes. Your turn.
There's like a 13-year-old girl that's getting one like on her neck, and she's just looking at you like, huh?
okay. Marain will take the bracers off first, so they won't have to press extra hard, and then she'll just do it on her belly.
Okay.
So when she belly dances, she's like, yeah. Do, 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 do.
I will take the brand and I'll take it like the back, like the shoulder.
Still get burned. Great day for Gouren, isn't it?
As a quick question, is there any things that are required of us for being a citizen of the honorary citizen of the Fire Isles?
The girl introduces herself as Serenith,
Mm-hmm.
and she will be taking all your questions from now on.
Okay.
So, number one, you may not take anybody to the Fire Isles. Number two, Gouren is the only one who's allowed to procreate with anybody from the Fire Isles. Number three, generally when you go abroad, practice discretion and do not tell everybody all about the Fire Isles. We are a people of ourselves. This place has very few rules, but it's like if you get caught stealing and you're not stealing to, sustain your life, we're going to chop something off.
Hmm.
Rape is punishable by death. Rapes of the 4th generation is punishable by disembowelment, as these are the master's serpents. And certain people for sex, essentially. So you used to take you to the armament places, and they will measure every inch of you and look at your current equipment. So you get this great big guy, very tanned skin. He's probably a darker person to begin with, plus the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And let's start with Kilgore, because he's strange to this guy. You don't carry any weapons. And what can I make for you?
Still get some kind of, it's not really armor, I guess, huh?
You do not wear armor? And you took on Dragon Turtle?
He's awesome, isn't he?
Well,
They should write some.
Well, I guess you
Hey,
can get like
that's what I'm here for.
a certain type of sickle, so that way instead of just having blunt damage, you can actually have piercing or sharp damage. That's an option.
Okay. So they discuss options with you. Let's move on to Marain.
Okay.
He finds your bone daggers to be cute.
Aren't they just?
You're over the
I have never
essentially.
seen a dwarf before.
I'm not a dwarf. Dang nabbit.
What are you?
I'm halfling.
Is it like half a human?
No. I'm not human. I'm not dwarf. I'm not half anything but halfling.
Interesting. I have ideas for polychromatic skin armor. You like daggers? How many?
Oh yes, whatever I can fit on myself.
Gouren.
And if they're returning, that'd be awesome too.
I mean,
Boomerang daggers.
Heavy armor?
yeah, because I already got the Sword of Light with me, or the Holy Sword.
Okay. He looks at your Holy Sword of Light. Interesting. Piece of junk.
What?
Throws it on the table. You want a better sword?
If you have a one-handed sword, then you could get a shield and be like, aha, I'll just put a cap thing over the shield and it's belted on and be like, aha, you cannot disarm me from my shield.
No, I'll go with heavy armor. That sword is more valuable to me.
I'm going to make you a better sword. You are heroes blessed by Akuresh. So he takes a bunch of measurements. And Serenith will return you to your inn, where you are treated to more foods and wines and stuff.
Ooh. Can I get any books about the Fire Isles and their songs? And
You are welcome to go to the Great Library of the Breach at any time.
I'm going to see if I can pick up a girl.
Okay, give me a second. Let's find out if he goes... Are you going to go to the library?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just start out with your girls.
Me?
Yes. You are surrounded by girls. Straight up.
Like I said, you're in Goblin. And Elven.
They seem very interested in your pretty blonde hair and your very masculine strength, and they look at Kilgore. They're not allowed to procreate with them, but you might get lucky. You figure there's a dozen girls around you. These range from 13 to 27.
Well, since I'm like 17 years old, I try to find one around my age.
Okay, well, you can find a couple that are around your age. So, essentially, this is a process of getting rid of people. So, at this point, you want to find what's your no and send them away.
Well, obviously, let's see, if I'm 17, anything under 15 probably new.
Okay.
You still have 6 people around you.
So you're looking, you're like okay with girls.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily speak Draconic, but they seem to get this, and they're starting arguing with each other.
Good or bad?
Well, they're arguing over you. You can still be there. They're arguing over how many are willing to share him.
2 hands. There we go. Oh.
So I will say that 7 girls try to drag you away.
Okay.
Do you go?
7 girls try to drag me away, huh?
Yep.
I pull myself away.
From the girls? Or from these guys?
These guys.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
I mean...
How bad do I do with flirting and all that? No, not that bad.
Hey, I cast
He's an even better catch than
they
they think they got.
Yeah.
So,
Improve confidence. It's +2.
a group of girls dragging him away does not necessarily mean anything. There are plenty of girls that are... They don't seem to be arguing as much over you. But, if you want, there you go.
Then we weren't allowed to.
You're not allowed to procreate.
Yeah.
So, there's no children involved in this, but with these people, who knows what that means?
Take your chances.
Sure, why not? He looks like he's having a fun time.
See, this will be either really
So-
great or really bad. Let's go ahead.
Roll a d6.
D6.
Oh no.
3 will drag you up.
There you go.
Marain.
That's okay.
Yes.
What you got?
They don't seem to be that interested in you.
Psh, their loss.
There's a couple children that think you're fun. They poke you. They're singing songs about the great tiny hero.
I'll accompany them.
Okay.
For 22.
You wanted to go to the Library of the Breach.
Yes.
Okay. So you enter a library. This is a very large library. And it's quiet. There's a bunch of books. A lot of the ones that are not in Draconic are stuff that's common to a lot of different areas, actually. Like, it's collected from all over the world. There is a section, a big section, and there are a couple 13, 14-year-old girls in here, and they are giggling back and forth to each other as they're looking at shit in these books. There is a librarian-type person.
Okay.
And she's much older, but she has the serpent thing on her. And now that you've been in the palace, you notice that a lot of the older women have the serpent thing on them. And they also seem to be like always higher up there. Like the owner of this
Okay.
is a serpent. The owner of that. So,
Alright.
welcome to the library. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for history and knowledge and songs and whatnot of Fire Isles.
Okay,
The
well, you
music.
can find a lot.
And any rare tomes I can ever.
You can read magic, right? Or you can read Draconic?
Yep,
Yes.
I can read magic, and I can use tongues for a couple more times
Okay.
today.
So,
several more hours.
the section that these people are playing in...
Mm-hmm.
Let me pause this. The section that these people are playing in, or giggling and whatnot, is called Generations.
Okay.
You can start pulling books off of other shelves, but And you see one of these girls point at you, laugh, and go back to flipping through these books, putting together a thing, and discussing. And if you are using your ability to hear stuff,
Yep.
they're discussing boys. Specifically, which ones are best to breed with.
Okay. Okay. I start with the generations type thing, and then just go into more.
You want to go into the generations
Yeah.
section? Okay,
Yeah.
so you pull a book, you open it up. It basically states a person's name, states when they were born, who their parents are, what generation they are, ranging between 1 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
And certain things. Quickly, you can realize that this is all the people. This is a great record of the people. And one of the girl nudges a book at you and shows you. Your name's in it.
Wow, that was quick.
It is quick. And this is like the new book. I mean, you see other people are in there under like... Yeah, everybody's listed as 13.
Mm-hmm.
So, at this age. But this is like the day they were born, or day they came thing. And the people in this book probably got branded today.
Okay.
You're in there. Gouren's in there. And he's in there.
Kilgore.
You have a note that says, must not procreate. He has a note that says, must not procreate. He has a note that says, new.
Ooh.
At this point, you can pretty much find anybody in the Fire Isles.
Okay.
All right. Who wants to go first?
What do you mean?
Unless you wanted to look at something.
Nope, nothing specific. Just the general knowledge of everything and songs and whatnot. And, yeah. So.
What's going on?
You got picked up by two very different groups.
So, what do you want?
Let's go with Gouren. They drag you to a cave.
Be quiet.
This cave is filled with all kinds of pillows and stuff, and you get the sudden realization that this happens often. And as soon as you get in this cave, they start fighting. Like, fist fighting. Bloody noses, broken eye, or black eye, that kind of thing. And they organize themselves into 3 separate groups.
Oh boy.
Yeah. There's a group that does not fight very much. There is a group that fought so much. And there is a group that fought tooth and nail, essentially, to get a pecking order. So, number 1 is not necessarily the oldest, so much as she is the meanest. These girls range from different colors, different ethnic groups. And basically they are going to screw you. So, if you let that happen...
That sounds like a moral question.
Not really.
I figure since I lost my hand, had a pretty lousy day, might as well.
Okay. Number 1 group of girls consists of 3 girls. They want nothing to do with each other. You quickly get the notion that they want something from you.
Okay.
You quickly figure out what it is. They take turns in their pecking order. And when they're done, they leave. This is your fortitude saving throw.
That is a 17.
Pretty good for a hand with a guy with no hand. Second group of girls consists of 2 girls. They don't mind being around each other. They don't mind touching each other. There is a pecking order, but it's not too bad. It's not every guy's fantasy, but whatever the hell. Constitution saving throw. They leave slightly disappointed.
What's that?
Fortitude saving throw, but they do leave slightly disappointed.
18
Oh, you're
minus
great.
24.
Third group of girls. Every guy's fantasy. You can wake up the next morning. These girls stayed. Again with the Everman's fantasy.
It came out strong at the last, like, "Arr."
Kilgore.
Oh boy.
I described 3 different groups that dragged him away. There is only one group that cares about you, and it's the Everman's fantasy group. The other ones want nothing to do with you. So, fun times. Marain, anything?
I study into the night.
Okay. Fun times in the Fire Isles. That is the end of this episode. Next episode, you'll get equipment in the same way that you did at the very beginning of the session, and that'll pretty much be it. You were done with the Fire Isles. You will return to thing. So,
Nice.
Heroes of the Fire Isles, right?
Yeah.
Oof, that was intense.
Good prizes.
So this is where you ask me a bunch of Q&A on the Fire Isles. This was more carefully crafted area. This is things, and if you go back to your game, it might explain some of Kai's
Sure.
mentality.
Sure.
You were terrible at perception checks.
I was pretty
Coming
much terrible
into
with a
this
lot
thing.
of things.
So, certain notes. There are groups of people. They do categorize themselves. You will find this in the generation section of the library. There's Generation 1, Generation 2, Generation 3, and Generation 4. Everyone, all the females in Generation 4 who are undefiled and attractive enough become part of Akaresh's Serpent Girls. They get this tattoo of the serpent thing, and they basically become part of his harem. Generation 1 is the children of these people. This is the first generation from Akaresh. They have what is called the Fireblood. Well, everybody has what is called the Fireblood, which is the root of the sorcerer abilities. They grow up in a harem. They don't really have the... Girls are only supposed to pair up with boys, and boys are only supposed to pair up with girls mentality. They are very, I guess, free-lovey type people because that's just how they were brought up. Each one gets further off, and this is where you get like the first and second group that was after him. The third generation looks at Gouren like a piece of meat. They want their children to be beautiful, perfect girls to go be with Akaresh. They're the furthest away from the Harlem generation, so they're the most not touchy each other. Another thing that you would notice as you're going to spend probably 2 weeks in this area waiting for your armor to be forged. This is a matriarchal society with the exception of Akaresh. The girls are in charge.
Okay.
Other than that, thank you for joining me on the Fire Isles part. I've been dying to get to this part, and I had an extra character.
Did you enjoy your first game session?
Yeah, it was really fun. Still a lot to take in here, but
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun.
It does help when you have more experienced players that just kind of like follow along with. Our first go at it was, okay, what do I do now?
Yeah.
It's a good thing we didn't record that.
Yeah.
It'd be like a 2-minute long episode. It'd be like, have to cut everything out.
Yeah.
And as you gain more experience, then you can just think more of outside the box of, okay, my character has these kind of skills. How can I bend them just a little bit to do something different?
Right.
A lot of your first game is just figuring out the mechanics.
Yep.
And then after that, you go in more on towards the role playing as you open up. New people, I'm just like, so our first game was really awkward. Like, okay. And of course, this one ended in a shit ton of sex.
For them.
Yeah, for them, poor Marain.
Poor Marain.
That's fine. Next time it's yours.
A lot, and I really do see these people as looking at Marain like you would look at a dwarf, like Middle Ages dwarf people. They're for entertainment purposes and whatnot. And a lot of people don't even know what you are. You are essentially a screwed up human. And I knew that was going to be a problem for you at the beginning, but then again, you were too cheerful to know anything.
Yeah. Well,
So.
Marain knows she's not screwed up.
Yeah.
She's Marain, and everyone can, screw off.
So, the Great Red Dragon. So, this gets more into the characters that leave the Fire Isles. In your game, Kai was sending home gold. So, you always have these dragons, and they always have their horde.
Oh, sure.
Red dragons tend to be the greedy tyrant things. Akirash is no exception, but he's really smart. He's not the oldest, but he does have the greatest horde and whatnot, because not only does he runs an empire, and this empire is not just ability to get him stuff. He has an army, he has a navy, he has things. He does not come into somewhere and use fear to control everything. He sends his children out there who love to serve him. So, as far as the tyranny of dragons goes, Akirash breaks the mold, but only slightly.
Yeah.
He is more intelligent, more...
willing to work with others.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really.
Ryu is the only person that I have a character level for this. She is level 15 I got up to before I got bored. You will not find somebody more powerful than this. She could have walked into that dragon turtle, flicked it in the face, and it would have died. But that's not good for story reasons.
No, it's not.
Anything else?
No.
I think it's a good place to stop. And
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
That is the end of Chapter 8. Fire Isles.